The range of best Sony cameras just keeps getting bigger and better as Sony expands its camera offerings to more types of shooters in areas like sports, wildlife, travel, and fashion, to video production, content creation, and vlogging. Whether you are a professional, enthusiast, or just a beginner, there is a Sony camera for everyone. In this video, we are going to give you an impartial review when we are covering 5 best Sony cameras 2025 in the market, which are the best for you. Through extensive research and testing, I've put together a list of options that will meet the needs of different types of buyers. So whether it's price, performance, or its particular use. If you want more information and updated pricing of the products mentioned in the video, be sure to check the links in the description below. And don't forget to subscribe. So let's get started. Number 1. Sony A75. The Sony A7i isn't just the best Sony alpha camera we've tested, it's one of the best cameras we've tested, period. This enthusiastic-oriented hybrid camera sports a 33-megapixel sensor with plenty of dynamic range and boasts one of the best autofocus systems of its class. That makes it a great fit for faster subjects with respectively quick burst shooting, although it slows down considerably if you shoot uncompressed RAW files. That aside, the A7iV is also a video powerhouse with fork recording at 60 FPS, albeit with a crop, no recording time limits, and internal 10-bit 402. 2-color depth to capture everything from cinematic footage to slow-motion action. Aside from being well-suited to a wide range of photo and video styles, the camera is also built to last, with a sturdy weather-sealed body, a vari-angled touchscreen, and a high-resolution electronic viewfinder, as well as a framing quick wall, a vari-angled touch and thumb at visitors of 3, with EVF, VF at self-proof advantage. Lots of glare and stuff sticks out. Number 2. Sony A6700. If the Sony A7i is out of your price range, stepping down to the Sony A6700 is a great way to save a bit of money. This APS-C hybrid camera is one of the most capable mid-range models and one of the most well-rounded crop sensor models on the market. It significantly improves upon the older Alpha 660 series models, more on those below, with a new higher-resolution sensor, more processing power, and impressive video features like fork video at up to 120 FPS and internal 10-bit log recording. In addition, the camera features an effective IBIS system and Sony's most sophisticated auto feature yet, with AI-driven subject detection and tracking. It's the same system found on the Sony A7C2, mentioned above, and the Sony ZV1, mentioned below, and one of the best AF systems on the market, ensuring you'll rarely miss focus, even with faster subjects. All in all, this is one of the best Sony mirrorless cameras in its class. Number 3. Sony A6400. If you want to save even more money, the older APS-C Alpha lineup is a great middle ground option for those who still want a versatile camera but don't have the budget for a Sony A6700. The Sony A6400 is the true mid-range option, sitting between the pricier Sony A6600 and the more beginner-oriented Sony A6100. The A6400 doesn't have built-in image stabilization like the A6600, but it has a higher resolution viewfinder and sturdier body than the A6100, offering a good balance of features and price. These cameras have begun to show their age, with more dated video features than the A6700 above. However, you can still get amazing photos out of them, especially when paired with high-quality lenses. They're also still perfectly suitable for more casual video work and vlogging, on top of being quite portable. So despite an outdated menu system and lackluster ergonomics, the A6400 still holds its own in an evolving camera market. Number 4. Sony ZV-E. The Sony ZV-10 is the best budget model in Sony's camera lineup. While it's designed with vloggers in mind, it's an excellent value camera that works well for photography too, as long as you don't mind giving up a viewfinder. It uses a similar sensor to the Sony A6100 above and adds a fully articulated screen that makes it easier to monitor yourself while recording or taking selfies. Other additions include a better internal microphone and a headphone jack. While it's geared toward video, it's just as capable in the photo department as its alpha siblings. It has great overall image quality and quick burst shooting, and its battery life is also excellent. The autofocus is less reliable here than on higher-end Sony cameras, but it's still very effective overall. Ultimately, if you can live without a viewfinder, this is a great budget option that's well suited to both vloggers and beginner photographers. Number 5. Sony ZV1. The Sony ZV1 is basically a one-stop shop for vloggers and content creators. While other brands have started to branch out into producing vlog-centric cameras, Sony is the first to release a dedicated vlogging camera with a full-frame sensor. Although it comes with a price tag to match, this camera is made to appeal to the lone wolf YouTuber with useful AI-enabled framing and autofocus assistance features that are great for single-camera operators. Beyond that, it borrows its sensor from the high-end Sony A7S III and performs incredibly well in low light. It also features IBIS, a solid internal directional mic, internal 10-bit 402p recording, and a wealth of picture profiles and codecs.